Picture the American Southwest. For hundreds of miles, the land stretches out in a wide, flat, and seemingly endless expanse of scrub and desert. Then, without warning, the Earth simply falls away. You step to the edge and stare into a massive, plunging void. This scale diagram gives a sense of that vertical drop. If you took the tallest skyscrapers on Earth and stacked them at the bottom, their antennas wouldn't even scrape the rim. For early explorers pushing west, navigating an anomaly of this magnitude was nearly impossible. It dwarfed everything they knew. Even the first aviators looked like tiny specks against these immense walls. As the United States rapidly expanded its borders in the 19th century, a serious question emerged. The country was driven by resource extraction and settlement, but here was an enormous, unprotected marvel sitting right in the path of progress. The discovery forced a choice. The nation had to decide whether to mine and log the canyon for its raw materials or leave it completely untouched for its inherent value. To understand what created this massive chasm, you have to look away from the rim and trace the drop all the way down to the canyon floor. Down there, the Colorado River winds continuously through the rock. That moving water is the sole architect of the entire structure. Geologists call this process deep time. Over millions of years, the relentless flow of the river patiently sliced its way downward through solid stone. As the water carved deeper, it revealed ancient geological layers that had been buried deep underground long before mammals existed. The result is a series of distinct horizontal bands. You can clearly see the varying strata in rich shades of red, orange, and brown stacked on top of one another. The canyon functions as a gigantic, exposed cross-section of Earth's history, painted directly into the stone. But the millions of years it took to build that geological record were suddenly on a collision course with the rapid pace of late 19th century America. Railroads laid track across the West, prospectors searched for copper and asbestos, and operators built unregulated toll trails. People slowly began to realize that sheer size offered no real protection. The canyon could be mined, privatized, and permanently scarred by unchecked development. In response, a coalition of scientists, writers, and citizens started organizing. They petitioned the federal government to step in and draw a hard boundary around the area. Acknowledging that the canyon could actually be ruined was the necessary trigger. It pushed the public to move from simply admiring the view to actively campaigning for its defense. The culmination of those efforts arrived in 1919, when the federal government officially intervened to protect the land. The Grand Canyon was designated as a national park. This legal status established strict federal oversight, keeping the land safe from commercial mining, private logging, and urban development. Practically, it meant that the trails winding down to the river would be maintained for public use, and the sweeping views from the rim would remain clear of industrial infrastructure. Because the site is federally secured, it has become a global destination, allowing millions of international visitors to hike its paths and experience the environment safely. Nature required millions of years of patient, relentless erosion to construct the canyon. Humanity required a single, deliberate piece of legislation to keep it intact. Today, it stands as a massive, visible reminder of exactly how powerful and how slow the geological forces shaping our planet really are. That 1919 park designation acted as a lasting promise to future generations. It guaranteed that some natural wonders are simply too valuable to alter and must be preserved exactly as they are.